and insanity will always reign supreme. This is The Dimension. Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. I know what's in here. Now, recently I've been doing heavily into Marvel Legends, and this is no exception. There's been over the past year and change, there's been kind of a retro line that's been going on. This is not the Spider-Man line, but the Fantastic Four line. Now, recently, a friend of the channel, an awesome channel by the name of Dude's Nerdery. Dude's Nerdery, definitely want to check it out. I have a link in the video description below for his channel. You might have seen him on the Night Owls or on the 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard streams. This guy is tremendous. He knows his photography. He knows his figures. It's always a blast. You definitely should check him out. He does some late night streams on the weekends. Now, I was on the fence about getting the Fantastic Four. I mean, I'm a Fantastic Four fan. I love the cartoon from a kid. I just wasn't too sure about jumping in on that line because, well, I'm in so many other lines. I mean, Power Rangers, Marvel Legends, obviously. We have the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection. We have the Black Series Star Wars. I mean, I'm just all over the place. I'm even in the Marvel or the Masters Universe Revelations collection. So I've been all over the place, even doing Gundam kits. So I watched this stream. He did a whole series of streams where he did some unboxings on the Fantastic Four, and it was just like, here, take my money. So I jumped on a few different websites, including Amazon, Dorkside Toys, and a few others, and I went ahead and I got a figure. So what do you say we unbox this figure and we check it out together? Now, I've already done a separate video on the Human Torch, and this is a tremendous figure. If you haven't got him, you should definitely jump on, whether it's Hasbro Pulse, Amazon, Dorkside Toys, GameStop, Target, wherever you can get him. You definitely want to get him if you're a Fantastic Four fan and you're a comic book fan. If you're a Marvel fan, you definitely want to get him. I want to do some posing with him and maybe one of my Spider-Man figures. You know, do some pictures. I think that would be pretty cool because in the comics, Johnny Storm and Peter Parker, or should I say the Human Torch and Spidey, were good friends. So let's get right on into this. Whoa. Almost knocked the microphone down. Here we go. I know it's almost sacrilege. I'm using a bat knife for a Marvel figure. But here we go. And there we go. Nice to actually get an action figure from Amazon that's not shipped in a bag. But you guys know me. I'm a out-of-box collector, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. Let's take the box out. Now, very much just like with the Johnny Storm Human Torch, we have a very straight card back. I mean, a little bit, I mean, hardly a little bit of bending there. That's just how the cardboard is, because it looks like it's two forms of cardboard that are folded over to make one solid piece. It's a very thick cardboard stock here. And if you notice, everything is, I mean, there's a little slight bending on this side, but not on this side. I mean, for all intents and purposes, if I was an inbox collector, this would be a perfect display piece right there. Stands up perfectly. As you guys can see, everything looks fine. There's no bending. There's no tears on the front of this. I mean, this looks fantastic. We have a very retro looking Fantastic Four art right there, like from the 90s cartoon. Hasbro Pulse branding. It looks like an awesome piece here, guys. So what do you say we get right on into it? Now, of course, on the back, we do have a little read-up about Mr. Fantastic. As Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards utilizes his scientific brilliance in pliable form to make a difference in the world. That's all it says right there, guys. So it shows that we have some alternate features on here. We'll go over that in just a few seconds. Let's cut right on into this, guys. What do you say? Okay, so I cut him out of the packaging. Now, he looks really cool here. I mean, he looks like a very good figure. Now, I was actually hanging around on Dude's Nerdery's stream when he did his unboxing, and any Star Trek fans or any fans of the show Heroes, the NBC series Heroes, there was an actor by the name of Zachary Quinto. A lot of you guys might know him from American American Horror Story series, but he also played Spock in the J.J. Abrams reboot of Star Trek. This Mr. Fantastic, this Reed Richards kind of has a Zachary Quinto kind of look to his face there. You know, just aging the sides, but it's got a very kind of Quinto look right there. But a very cool sculpt right here, guys. Very, very cool. You guys, a nice little rotation right there. They did a very awesome job on this Reed Richards. Now, it does come with a lab coat, but we can take the lab coat off. So we want to pop his hands off. Now, he comes with two hands. One is one that has like a loose grip, like maybe he's holding on to something we might see if someone's holding a gun or a pipe or a sword. And then we have this more open hand one, almost like he's holding a book or some kind of a pad. Okay. Now, let's see how we can get this. Actually, I think we pull his arms right off. Yep. These arms will pull right off because we have these stretchy arms. Now, I'm not a big fan of these weird tentacle-like hands. I mean, they kind of look a little creepy to me. So what we can do is we can just, there we go, we just slide the coat right off. And if we want, and that's what I'm going to do, I mean, we could have this, I mean, this would be cool maybe with this, with the lab coat sleeve, if he's typing on a keyboard from a distance, you know? It's just, I don't know, it's just really weird. I think they would have been better off if they did, I think they would have been better off if they would have done, for example, if they would have had stretch arms, like arms that were already contorted out and not the fingertips. That's just my personal opinion. Now, the only time I'm going to have him rocking a lab coat is if I'm doing a picture or a setup where he's working in a laboratory, like maybe him and Peter Parker or something like that. Put these hands on. And there we go. I mean, it's your basic hinge. Like I said before in the Johnny Storm video, this is your basic Marvel setup. They're not doing anything different. I know sometimes Marvel will do different setups in the abs, but you have your basic ab crunches right here. This is pretty much the common figure we see, especially with the Hasbro Power Ranger Lightning collection. But I mean, we have a lot of good posing here. The ankle doesn't twist like it did on the Johnny Storm, because on the Johnny Storm Human Torch, it actually contorts right here. It does not here. No, this is just one solid piece. So that's a little different there. That's one difference I noticed there, but a very good sculpt right here. It would have been cool if this wasn't just painted, but if it was a little bit raised. That would have been pretty cool, but I guess, you know, cost efficiency. I just think that these hands are just kind of weird and freaky. I mean, some people, I can't see putting both hands on. Maybe one. Like if he's trying to grab somebody from the back of their head, like let's say he's going after Sandman or some other villain, I could see him kind of like doing something like that. But having both at the same time, now personally, I would have liked this. If they could have charged us a few bucks more on this figure, but maybe give us something where maybe we could have some stretched out legs, stretched out lower leg, or stretched out arm. I would have paid another $10 or more for something like that. I'm sure they could have done that, and it would have been cost effective. I know some people have spoken about the classic Reed Richards, which was more like a Stretch Armstrong, where he can just stretch out and then stretch back in. He was more elastic, like he is in the actual comics. But I don't know, it just seems kind of weird giving us these hands. I could see this like if he's trying to reach for a bad guy or he's trying to, grab something, I can see having that, but it just seems kind of weird that we don't have any other stretchy type accessories on here. That's where I'm at on here. But how do I feel about this? I think he's an awesome figure. I think he's definitely an amazing figure. We have the option of having Reed Richards in his lab coat, or just having him in his Fantastic Four uniform. Either way, he looks awesome, guys. This is definitely, you definitely want to go for this. They probably can use this same sculpt, the same sculpt for the head right here. They could probably use that, age a little bit more, maybe make a some scratches, some scars on the face, and it would be a pretty good Punisher. So that's always an option if you get this head. If you get the head, and down the line, maybe if he's on clearance, grab a couple of these Reed Richards with the coat. You probably can kind of make it into more of a trench coat and kind of do a Punisher and paint mod on here. I'm sure that's something that a lot of creative people out there can do, but this is an awesome. I love the sculpt on here. This is awesome. We got the brothers here. We got Reed Richards and we got Johnny, his brother-in-law. There we go. A very cool look right here, guys. They look awesome together. I can't wait to get the other Johnny so I can play around with some of his accessories. But this Reed Richards is awesome. The arms that pop out, they don't feel loose. They peg in there nice and securely. They feel awesome. Like I said, I would have liked maybe a part right here that would pop out so we could have a longer leg. That's definitely something they could have done. And I know a lot of us would have loved. We would have been perfectly okay paying a few extra bucks here. Now there is some paint defecting right here. I guess if you can match up the paint, I have it on this side here and on the back here. But unless I'm doing poses and photography, that's really not going to be that much of an issue. Also, they have a little bit. We don't have the traditional boot tread on here like we do on a lot of the Marvel figures. Obviously, because he's Mr. Fantastic, he's very elastic. So. But this is the same style that we also have, a little bit different style than we have on Johnny's feet. So this is more foot-like shaped as far as the undertone right there. But yeah, those slight paint defects, I'm not really going to mark this down too much for that. If you get the right kind of blue, you can just kind of cover it up, edge it up a little bit. You should be pretty good. But I really like this. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I think about Mr. Fantastic? He's definitely a 9. He's a 9 to a 9.5. I'm grading him down to a 9 to a 9.5 because I'm not going to grade him because of the paint defects. There's a few other spots where we have some defects around the arm hinge area. But it's just that these are kind of out of nowhere. I could see more of a stretch arm, having a longer arm to stretch out, or the longer feet or legs to stretch out. That would have been cool. Aside from that, he's a fantastic figure, no pun intended. There are numerous paint defects around the hinges. It's just very faint scratches. Like I said, if you can get the right kind of paint, the right color, just match it up, cover it up, or even a marker, like a Sharpie, kind of cover it up a little bit, you should be good. But all in all, he is an awesome figure, and I'm glad I got him. I'm not disappointed, not one bit. He looks amazing here. Whether I have him on the stand or not, or in the lab coat, I'm probably going to stick the lab coat back on him for now, because I like having the 4 sticking out of the lab coat. I just think it looks kind of cool. So there we are, guys. A quick video. Hope you guys like this. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know. You can always comment in the comment section below, or better yet, hit me up on Instagram or email. You can email Dave's Dimension at davesdimension78@gmail.com. And you can also message me on Instagram at Dave's_Dimension. Now, as always, I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. You've been helping the channel grow tremendously. As you can see down below, we also have a Twitter and also a Cash App. If you want to try and help out the channel, you want to donate a buck or two towards our way so we can get some bigger and better things to unbox and do reviews on, or to do some other projects, it would be greatly appreciated. So that's all we have for this video. Until next time, guys, there's just two things I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. I say it all the time. Keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.